Hey there, survivors! Creature here. Sorry it's been a while since I uploaded. I've been doing some research for an upcoming video, some content coming at you soon, but I might have lost track of time and got a little too distracted with it. My bad. In the meantime, I wanted to upload something quick and easy just to keep content flowing and, you know, put something out there so I don't forget I'm doing this. You know, don't forget about me. Anywho's it. Before we get into the nitty gritty of today's video, I'm answering a quick question that I got on my last video. What is Wasteland Basic? This question was asked by Try and Fly Photography, who I'm going to talk about later on in the video because they're pretty amazing. But we're just going to answer the question first. What is Wasteland Basic? This is a term Wastelanders have used to describe simple costumes. It's the first step in the door, the stepping stone to making your costume super fancy, super cool, super wastelandy, without all the extra effort. Wasteland Basic is just the simple, easy to throw together, fast costumes that can help you stay in theme while still fitting in and looking like an absolute badass at Wasteland Weekend. Again, I'm going to reference Nuclear Snail Studios here. They've got some amazing demos and how-tos on how to get started on some costumes. I hope y'all will enjoy their content as much as I have. Now, to just hop back into today's content. Yes. We're going to start with how to get to Wasteland City. If you've never gone, it can be a little confusing, which is why the Wasteland Weekend official webpage has a tab specifically to get you where you need to go. I'm going to go ahead and share with y'all a quick screen recording that I grabbed that will help you navigate the page to where you need to go to help you find where we all go party in the desert. I hope you enjoy. Here we go. Alright, so you're just going to go on Google and navigate to the Wasteland Weekend website. Super easy, just Google Wasteland Weekend. After that, you're going to look at this top bar, go all the way down to how to get here. Then go down to maps. This is going to show you all the good stuff, including the GPS location, which is the only way you're going to find it. If you put in the street address, you're not going to get to Wasteland Weekend. For some reason, it shows up weird and takes you the wrong route. All the green is where you can drive. It's got the main highway, it's got the roads you can use. The red road on the side is for staff and emergency use only, so please stick to the green roads. And if you do that, you'll make it to Wasteland Weekend with no trouble whatsoever. Anywho, I hope that helped you guys. If not, leave your questions below. I'll try to expand on anything I didn't hit in my next video. Next up, we're going to talk about 4 things that I think you should pack and should plan for when you're going to Wasteland Weekend. The first 3 are essentials. They are basically the non-negotiables. Number 1. You need to bring a non-disposable cup or mug or water bottle. A great example of that would be something like this. You can get something similar at a army surplus store for your water. It attaches to your belt, your bag, whatever you want to do with it. Holds a lot, stays cold for a good amount of time. It's something I highly recommend. If that doesn't work for you, you can get a simple metal water bottle. I've got one that my sister and my family wastelanded for me, and I love it. It's just a simple little water bottle about yay big, spray painted, dinged up a little bit. Keeps my water cold for hours and keeps me hydrated throughout the day. I also bring a small metal cup, which I would have loved to show you, but I can't find it. I think I left it at my parents' house last year because that's where we all meet up before we head to Wasteland. my bad. If I do find it in the chaos of my apartment, I will show it in a later video. But I take both of them, the water bottle to keep me hydrated, and a cup, because there's the Atomic Cafe and other bars around Wasteland Weekend where you can get a drink. They will not provide you with a cup. It's not something that we do. They are not going to be responsible for bringing plastics because we don't want to have extra trash if we can avoid it. They're not going to be responsible for taking back and collecting those cups after they pass them out so they can wash them. It's just too much hassle. So if you want to visit the Atomic Cafe or any other bars in Wasteland, I highly recommend you bring your own non-disposable cup or mug so that you can enjoy the boozy flavors of Wasteland. Number 2, you're gonna need options when it comes to your Wasteland costumes, your clothes. Something that'll keep you warm and something that'll keep you cool. Temperatures can vary to extremes every year. My first year, it was freezing. I deeply regretted not bringing a specific Wasteland jacket because it was cold and it was windy. Side note, don't say the word wind at Wasteland. We just call it the W because we don't want to incur the wrath of the wind. So just call it the W when you get to Wasteland. Anyway, back to what I was saying. It was freaking freezing. And it sucked. And because it was really windy, one of the skirts I made kept blowing around and I had to go back home to camp to change very quickly, which was not fun. And then my second year, which was last year, 2024, we had record high maintained heat. Basically, we didn't hit the hottest temperatures Wasteland has ever seen, but we saw some really high ones that held basically all day. A lot of us were melting, scurrying around, trying to cram into the rec room so that we could enjoy those misters. It was not very fun. My boyfriend Crooked made this fabulous, super cool leather jacket. He only got to wear for like an hour on the first day because it was just too hot and too heavy. So while your costume may look complete with it, you'd be a puddle of person while wearing it. Yeah. So regardless of what your Wasteland costume looks like, I highly recommend you bring options for hot and cold weather. Otherwise, your experience at Wasteland could be less than ideal. So bring options to stay comfortable. Number 3, you're gonna need some good walking shoes. This is pretty much the one thing every Wastelander is gonna have in common, I think. Because more often than not, you're gonna be walking around. There are plenty of Wastelanders who bring their own vehicles, bikes, super cool cars, and they drive around a lot of the time so they don't have to worry about their feet. But most Wastelanders are gonna need to be able to get around, and they don't have those vehicles. Your mode of transportation at Wasteland is gonna be your Chevrolet legs. So you're gonna want to put some good shoes on your little feet. Otherwise, it's gonna be really, really uncomfortable to get around. There are Wastelanders who will 100% give you a ride around the city, or you can hitch a ride back to your tent, or maybe they can get you to their destination, which will get you closer to yours. Hitchhiking is a very common way to get around, but it's not always going to be available. There's also the Wasteland taxi service. I forget what it's called. I haven't used it myself just because I like walking. I'm weird. I really like seeing all the itty bitty things that you'd miss if you were going a little too fast, or if you're trying to look out a window, or if you're surrounded by other people who are hitchhiking in the back of the truck with you. Sometimes you miss stuff. So I like walking. But anywho, you need good Wasteland walking shoes. If you want to bring some fancy stilettos or big boots for a particular costume contest, or if there's a certain night that you really want to wear something special, feel free. I just recommend you have something you can comfortably wear for getting around. So bring some good walking shoes. Number 4. This is just my personal recommendation. Bring some cash. While most of Wasteland is going to work on a barter system, there's a strip of road right outside the gates where they have like food vendors and stuff. And then there's a place called Barter Town, which is ironically named, where vendors can sell things for actual monetary, like money, real world money. While in the Waste we typically barter, there are people who spend a lot of time making really cool knives, really cool armor sets, decking out Wasteland appropriate safe weapons that they will sell to other Wastelanders who may or may not have the ability or the resources to make them themselves. There's food vendors like Dinky Dive. We love Dinky Dive. They have amazing food and they have ice that they sell, but they just run on money. So you could bring a card if you want to do that. You could bring your phone for Venmo or whatever. I think some vendors will accept that. Not all of them, though. And the service out there isn't great. So your phone might not work. Your credit card might not work. So I highly recommend bringing cash. That way, if you want to try some really good food like a Dinky Dive, or if you see a really cool knife or Wasteland gun that someone's selling, or a really cool armor piece that you just have to have, you can exchange cash for awesome things. Yes. Anywho, we're gonna hop into the next section of the video. I don't know why I did that. Tips and tricks on how to stay healthy. Number 1, this is my dad's rule. Anytime you hear someone say drink water, anytime you see someone drinking water, anytime you hear the word water, drink water. You're not going to feel like it, but you will be dehydrated in the desert. You can go from feeling high as a kite to real low real quick if you're not properly hydrated in the desert. So please carry around that little water bottle, your cup, your whatever, and drink plenty of water. Don't down it in one go. I made that mistake once. Heat exhaustion and heat stroke can happen if you drink too much too fast after not drinking enough all day. So just drinking some here or there, or just being careful about it. You could set a timer, whatever works better for you, to drink water. Otherwise, you're going to regret it later. Number 2, you should be eating. This is the hardest one for me to follow personally because I have ADHD and I get really distracted by all those sights and sounds and pretty people and oh my god, what is that thing? That I forget to eat food. There was one time I put money in my pocket specifically to go get some Dinky Dive. Oh my god, their food is so good. I'm reminiscing. I'm gonna start drooling if I just keep thinking about it. Good stuff. And I forgot it was in my pocket because I got distracted by someone on a really cool bike that passed Dinky Dive, and I ended up following them to ask about their bike. And then I didn't get Dinky Dive that day. I did not eat lunch that day. It was not my best moment at all. To avoid stuff like that happening, I've started carrying around snacks in my bag. This can be Slim Jims, fruit snacks, beef jerky, any odd little thing you can carry in your bag so that the next time you go rooting around for your bottle caps, barter items, whatever, and you touch a snack, it's like, oh right, I haven't eaten in the last like 6 hours. We should do something about that. Pack snacks. Keep them in your pockets. Keep them in your bag. And if those aren't options for you, try to camp close enough to the city that you can easily walk back to camp and get a meal. If you're not properly eating, you're gonna feel bad at the end of the day. You're gonna get tired, and that's not good. Again, we're partying in the desert. We're having a lot of fun. It's one of the best experiences ever, but you have to be careful. So please eat food and drink water. Speaking of drinking water, you could take electrolyte powder, liquid IV, pickle juice, Gatorades. You're gonna be sweating in the desert. It's a matter of fact. No one's gonna smell like lavenders by the end of it, unless you participate in the Feast of Blades, in which it's fabulous. Last year when I participated, they put some stuff on the end that smelled really good. So even though if you lost, you got to rub it around and then you smelled pretty. That will not be the case for everyone. You're gonna be sweating. So you're gonna need to replace all the salt in your body that you're losing through sweat. Bring electrolytes, however works better for you. Again, this could be Gatorade, liquid IV, electrolyte powder, pickle juice is my favorite. I like to make little pickle pops and eat them in the morning. Or anything like that. Stay hydrated, stay fed, and keep replenishing your electrolytes however you can. And then, right, I was also going to do a quick talk about what to expect at Wasteland, things that could catch first years off guard. Number one, some costumes could be intimidating. Some Wastelanders could be in character and they may seem super scary. Most of the time, you can walk up to these people and have the best conversation ever. Just compliment their boots, compliment their costumes, and it's like, oh, you have a new best friend. Sometimes these Wastelanders are so in character, they might growl at you. They may be scarier. It's the thing. It happens. I have also been personally intimidated by some really awesome costumes, and I was so scared to talk to them. And then I find out they're some of the sweetest people ever. So don't be intimidated by the scary makeup, the creepy masks, the big old spikes and shoulder pads, and whatever else. Wastelanders are super friendly and they're kind and they're awesome. So they might look scary, but we're all just giant teddy bears. It's fabulous. Number two, you will probably see folks arguing. I mean, I've seen it pretty regularly as a 2-year participant. More often than not, this is just folks doing some LARPing. They are role-playing a scene where two people are getting at each other. They're two tribes duking it out or whatever. More often than not, you'll see a crowd gathering. These folks like to put on a show. They like to enjoy their time at Wasteland. And the best way to do that for some people is to pretend to duel or plan duels or threaten each other because there's year-old feuds from the Wasteland before. It's more often than not actually a fight. No one's actually angry at each other. It's just people having fun. If you'd like to spectate, you're more than welcome to. We just request that if you see folks playing out a scene, don't interfere unless that for some reason they invite onlookers to participate. Keep your distance, just enjoy the show, or if you've got somewhere else to be or you want to do something else, just carry on your way. There's nothing to worry about. Last but certainly not least, you're gonna get flipped off. A lot. We like to do this. This is the Wasteland Salute. It's just two birds making a W. Ever since I started doing this is now how I flip people off. My thumb's always out. Just have it now. You're also going to hear people saying, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, at all times of the day. This is basically the Wasteland weekend version of Aloha. It's how we say hi, how we say goodbye, how we introduce ourselves, how we just have fun. I it's been a million times where people are like on the back of a truck or in a car or on a bike and they're just rolling down the street and you just hear all the people in the back of the truck screaming "fuck you" at everyone they pass. It's not meant to be aggressive, it's just our way of saying hi. So I promise they're not trying to be mean or offensive. It's just being friendly in a wasteland manner. Man. Anywho, I think that's a wrap on the content I was aiming for today. We are going to do a couple little shout outs real quick. Again, we're going to mention the Nuclear Snail Studios. If you have any trouble getting started on your Wasteland costumes, go check out their page. I have loved watching their videos for years. They helped me figure out how I wanted to do mine, and since then I've kind of just gone off on my own. But if you don't know where to start, check out their page. Next up, we're going to do a shout out to the Apocalypse Post. This is my very good friend Makeshift. He's a phenomenal YouTuber. He's been covering the Wasteland weekend event for years. He also does his own music, and I think he's doing a lore, like the Legends of Wasteland. Legends of Wasteland? Yes. And he's got some amazing content just about the event, so if you're bored waiting on me to upload stuff, he's got a lot of content, so go ahead and check out the Apocalypse Post now. Last but certainly not least, I'm going to shout out my dad, Try and Fly Photography. He is my hero. I absolutely love him. He's the reason I got into making my own videos, and he's on the official videographer team list. So is Makeshift, or he was for many years. I think he's retired now. Yes. But he actually has been going to Wasteland for free for years because he's on the volunteer team. And he's got some incredible footage to share with everybody. He's got phenomenal photos, and he's just amazing. He's got his own top 10 worst things about Wasteland videos and stuff like that. I love his content. He's super goofy and a little eccentric, but I love it. I love it, love it, love it, and I hope you will too. So yeah, go ahead and check out those 3 pages. I'm just going to tag them again real quick right here. And I hope you enjoyed my content. I hope you'll stick around. And next up, we're going to be talking about my top 10 favorite Wasteland tribes and what a tribe is and stuff like that. Again, that video is just going to be on my personal opinions and whatnot, so if there's a tribe I didn't get to or I'm not going to get to, go ahead and comment it in my future video so that first years can look up your own tribes. And I hope you all have a lovely summer. Please survive the heat, because I know I'm melting here at home. And hopefully I will see you all at Wasteland this year. Later, y'all.